Following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Some of it was solid shooting from their opponent, but they didn't have any teeth with their defense. Need to be more active than they were.
Now, here's Avdia. Clock at 4. Launches it. It's rebounded by Durant. In terms of playoff defense, Richard, it's hard to think of someone better than Drew Holiday.
Yes, the ball pressure, the deflection. He comes up with plays that impact winning. He does have multiple titles.
Here's Lillard. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game.
That first step of Lillard, deadly.
Here's Dumars, and stolen by Lillard. And the wide open shot from Avdia. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And here's KD for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Lillard left side. Holiday with the 3. Mobley with the rebound. And here's Houston. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Chauncey Billups. I wanted to know what he had in store for Kevin Durant. He said, we have some plans, Coach said with a smile, but mostly it's about effort. We have to outwork him at all times. If we give him an inch, it's going to take a mile. So Coach is asking for his guys to go all out and try to slow KD down tonight. Kevin, back over to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. To the middle. Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Taken away by Holiday. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Outside, Avdia. The tray. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Good job by the D to stay with him and make that a tough 3.
And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future, and they've already shown they can make a major impact.
Now here's Lillard for 3, and Holiday is good for 3.
And their offense already in a flow, some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Out left to the wing, back to Durant. The 3. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 6. Here's Lillard. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
Out to KD. Mobley is screened. Launches from deep. And it's Portland with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Kicks it out to Lillard. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Mobley throws it down.
Making it look easy. Mobley using that size at the rim.
Outside, Avdia. Kicks it out to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Unable to get that one. And that does it for the first quarter. Portland out in front, leading by 6. From Portland, we're back in a moment.
7.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Hey, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
It's trailed by 6. A nice shot by Mobley. So you think about game preparation for an opponent. Richard, how different is that in the regular season versus the playoffs?
Oh, there's a significant difference. Not as much time in the regular season. You could be coming off 4 games in 5 nights. But in the playoffs, there is so much detail position by position.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That will complete this 4-game homestand. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Rockets trailed by 4. Now, here's Dumars. Scoreless thus far. And it's Capella missing. Outside, Avdia. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Ali LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Denny Avdia, the son of a 6'8" Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Denny's mom. Denny said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Still, to this day, RJ, Kevin Durant still seems matchup-proof.
Well, yeah, because nothing's changed with his height and the skill. That quick release and his competitiveness, oh, it's the same as it's ever been.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
Here's Sharp. Oh, and the jam by Sharp.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open 3, that's the key to efficient offense.
The shot by Lillard, wide open. Traps in the tray. Lillard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Trailblazers. Yep, it counts.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Lillard outside. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Ingram comes with the double team. And it's Brandon Ingram with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. There's the pick. Neesmith with the ball. Now defended by Şengün.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Pass to Neesmith. They get it back. Inside. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And get your best scores, high percentage looks, offensive strategy 101. Grant delivering.
To the paint. A steal. .115 left in the first half of the game. Pass to Neesmith. To the inside. Here's Klingon.
You can't teach size, right? Klingon is already one of the bigger guys in this league, and you can see him adding another 10 or 15 pounds of muscle.
Trailblazers leading by 11. Henderson with it. He's picked up by Mobley. To the left wing. Here's Neesmith. Buries it from three-point range. Neesmith has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And Sharp has it in the corner. Pass to Neesmith. Now Klingon. Grant gets a wide open look. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Gotta know where Grant is at all times. He loves wiggling free from that corner.
Ingram outside. Over Neesmith. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Trailblazers lead by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Portland leading by 17. Here's Lillard. It's Abdul-Jabbar, high post. That one good for two. Abdul-Jabbar's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Trailblazers. Greg, when you talk about the all-time great three-point shooters, Damian Lillard is right up there.
Without a doubt. Steph is the clear number one, but that second spot is up for debate. And it's between guys like Harden, Ray Allen, and Dame.
To the middle, Abdul-Jabbar. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Back to Lillard. Pass to Avdia. 5 to shoot. The shot. Lillard misses.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
Now here's Durant. Durant from distance. What a shot.
That range, though, for a near 7-footer, KD is so unique.
Lillard outside. Holiday, no one around him. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Durant inside. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Outside, Avdia. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Avdia's got 9.
It works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen. He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
And now, Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling men. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players just around them. Back to you.
A good strategy. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Houston with a big group substitution here. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, he better buy his teammates dinner tonight because they've covered him for what has been a terrible, absolute terrible shooting display.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Thibault.
2 minutes.
Lillard left side. Shoots over White.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
GA, despite their youth, this Blazers team showing some grit at the defensive end of the court.
Yeah, very disruptive. Length on the perimeter. Donovan Klingon towering in the paint. And Chauncey Billups on the sidelines preaching that hard-nosed approach. And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Screen by Şengün. Back to KD. And there's the call on Durant. It'll be his second foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Westbrook with it. Down low. The rebound by Steven Adams. Rockets trailed by 11. Outside, White. Drives to the hoop. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
And leaking out there in transition, Grant's athleticism and speed helping him when the break is on.
Here's Dumars. Going in with the block. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. No good on that one. And it's the Rockets on the break. And here's Dumars outside. Another miss by Houston. Pass to Westbrook. Here's Neesmith. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
And he sinks the second. And he nails the third.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And so here is Houston. They trail by 16. And stolen by Thibault. Ahead, stolen by Dumars. And it's the Rockets on the break. And it's White missing. Now Lillard. The rebound by Brandon Ingram.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Here's KD. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Outside, Avdia. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And the Trailblazers lead by 19. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Trailblazers.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And also, they've made it a point to push it off turnovers. That they're playing smart and alert, capitalizing on mistakes.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Here is Lillard. To the paint. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end. Somebody help this man. Get this man some help out there. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
Avdia. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Up top, Capella. Stolen by Avdia. Holiday with the three. It's rebounded by Houston.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
This past offseason, the Rockets had to find a balance, Richard, between adding talent and maintaining chemistry.
Yeah, that's because continuity was a big factor in their success. But they also understand that in order to win in the postseason, you need star power. And Durant is just a true hooper. He has never stopped working on his game, and we all know he also watches a ton of basketball games.
Abdul-Jabbar, the screen. Here's Lillard. Shot clock at 5. From 18 feet away. Cleared away by Eason.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Durant fires. Not gonna go. Trailblazers leading by 17. Lillard with it. He's picked up by KD. Here's Sharp. Fires the three. Does not go in. Driving to the basket. Off the glass.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Here's Porter, and stolen by Şengün. Durant finishing it off in transition.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
But this is a game again, and the other side has to be feeling a little bit nervous with how quickly that lead vaporized.
No good from 3. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea just give themselves a little bit of a break. And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Trailblazers.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lighten the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Lillard.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that's what probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that about wraps it up.